But Muhammad was persecuted in Mecca, we acknowledge that, and he eventually fled Mecca, went to Medina. Now, once he's in Medina, how much do the Meccans care about it? That he was in a different city? He had the opportunity to live in peace without conflict and just couldn't do it. What does he do? He starts robbing the Meccan caravan.
Assalamu alaikum and hello to my non-Muslim viewers. David Wood, the same David Wood who tried to kill his father with a hammer and was thrown into a mental hospital by his mother, says that the Prophet Muhammad started the Battle of Badr, or the Prophet Muhammad raided caravans. Instead of living peacefully, he started raiding the caravans and things like that. So is this true? No, it isn't. Now the book. Now I'm pretty sure the biography. Wood is getting his information. Is getting his information about. Is getting his information about the Prophet Muhammad raiding the caravans and stuff like that is found in this book. Even though he doesn't say that in this video, I'm pretty sure he's getting his information from this book, The Life of Muhammad's translation of Ibn Ishaq Sirat Rasulullah. So he's getting his information from this book. And the page where it says that the apostle receives order to fight is page 212 to 213, where it says the apostle receives the order to fight. Now, the person who translated this from Arabic to English is Alfred Guillaume, and he didn't translate some words correctly because it says the Arabic should have translated in this biography, in this book. It should have said the first verse was revealed, allowing him Muhammad to wage war and make it lawful for him to shed blood and fighting those who oppressed him and his companions. So the whole reason why the Battle of Badr was instigated was because the Meccans were fighting and opposing the Prophet Muhammad and his companions. So it was a war of self-defense, not a war of offense. As for the raiding of the caravans, this is absolute falsehood that the Prophet Muhammad just randomly attacked it, and the Meccans. When the Prophet Muhammad migrated to Medina, the Meccans didn't care about him. So, and then instead of, he says, or he instigates, or he insinuates to the Prophet Muhammad, instead of living peacefully in Medina, because the Meccans didn't care about him anymore, he started raiding caravans, and then a full war was waged because of that. According to this book, The Sealed Nectar, according to this book, we see that isn't the case, because the Meccans were still were still after the Muslims. The Meccans were took the properties of the Muslims and their wives, whom they left behind after they made them escape to Mecca, and the Meccans tried to entice Abdullah ibn Saul to fight against the Muslims and wipe them out. And the Meccans sent a threatening note to the Muslims stating that they would be destroyed. And again, I'm reading from the Sealed Nectar. And this is found in the Sealed Nectar, page 358 to page 359. And the Abu Dawud references Sunan Abu Dawud, Book 19, Hadith number 2998, where I will leave it below, where the Prophet, where Abdullah ibn Abi Saul, where the Meccans sent a letter to Abdullah ibn Abi Saul to fight the Prophet Muhammad or expel the Prophet Muhammad. Otherwise, they would launch a widespread military campaign that would exterminate his people and prescribe his women. This is found in, Sunan Abu Dawud, Book 19, Hadith number 2998. And again, I'm reading from the Sealed Nectar. So basically, the Prophet Muhammad didn't start the Battle of Badr. The Meccans were still instigating war, and they tried to get someone named Abdullah bin Abi ibn Saul to start a war to fight Prophet Muhammad and to wipe out the Muslims when they were in Medina. So the Meccans were instigating somebody named Abdullah ibn Ishaq to fight the Prophet Muhammad. So that's how the battle of, and then the Meccans stole the property of the Muslims, of the early Muslims. So that's why the Prophet Muhammad, that's why the whole Battle of Badr was started, because the Meccans started the whole thing by stealing the property of the Muslims. So that this completely refutes that argument that the Battle of Badr and the raiding of caravans was all the Prophet Muhammad's fault. The Prophet Muhammad was robbing caravans and stuff. That's false. You know, the Prophet Muhammad and the Muslims were just taking back what the Meccans stole from the Muslims in the first place. So they're just taking back stolen property. That's the whole point of the Battle of Badr. Thanks so much.